Today we're here in historic Ybor City. We're about to step onto an empty 7th Avenue. Now, just like many businesses all over Tampa Bay, everyone's having to adapt to the COVID-19 situation. Here in Ybor, they've shut down 7th and allowed businesses to put dining areas right in the middle of the street. Today, we're gonna take a trip over to Tampa Bay Rum Company and see how they have adapted. All right, so we just got to Tampa Bay Rum Company. Here to see my friend, Sam Meyer.
Hey, Everett! Welcome aboard. Come on into the Tampa Bay Rum Company.
Man, I just can't get over how awesome this tasting room is. Like, I literally feel like I'm on the set of a movie.
Well, yeah, it is pretty badass. Did it myself. So, no, I love it.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, no, I put it all together myself. It was kind of letting my artistic side flow. This is all reclaimed barnwood. We put it up ourselves. This is just, we built the bar, we built everything. So,
absolute fantastic.
Yeah, the original building was a gas station in historic Ybor. When I got it, it was a motorcycle repair shop.
Right. And
actually the two sides didn't even connect. So I said, if I'm gonna punch a hole in the wall, I'm gonna make it into a pirate arch. So that's where that came from as well.
Awesome.
So, and a nice pirate shanty is perfect for an old dingy motorcycle repair shop conversion.
No, you did an excellent job. So tell us a little bit about what we're looking at here.
So these are my rums. We're missing, conspicuously, the spiced rum. Poor guy should be right there. But we've had some bottle issues. These bottles are actually produced in Colombia, the country. And that country was under quarantine as well. Anything that was non-essential, they were not able to ship out.
Oh, wow.
So my bottles got stuck in transit. So this is my Scurvy Lime. That's a key lime pie flavor. This is the silver rum, which is the white rum. That's the base for all the flavored rums. It is unflavored, unsweetened. It's just a nice dry rum, mojitos, stuff like that.
Right.
Our coconut rum. And this is my pride and joy here, my barrel-aged rum. So this bad boy just won Best Rum in America in class and category with the American Distilling Institute.
Now, other than having bottle issues, like a lot of businesses around Tampa Bay are having to adapt to make money during this COVID-19 thing. So you guys have actually adapted to making hand sanitizer, correct?
Yes. So weirdly enough, as this whole pandemic hit America, I was reading in the news that distilleries were making hand sanitizer, giving it away as like a gift with whatever their spirit is. I decided to do that, but then I started getting calls, like inundated with calls and emails of people that were just pleading for their businesses, for their families, for hand sanitizer, because there's none available. So we started producing just straight up hand sanitizer just to get out to the community, to businesses, to first responders, to charities. During this period, not only has there been a shortage in hand sanitizer, toilet paper, all the things that people need, but there's been a shortage in bottles, pump bottles, spray bottles, anything for me to put this in. So we secured a bunch of half-gallon bottles and we've been filling those up, and that way we can sell it to people for their use. So what we recommend is spray bottles, because you can see this is a thin liquid. It's not like the thick gel style people are used to, but you can spray it onto your hands to protect your hands.
And this is a little different than normal hand sanitizer because, I mean, it smells just like rum.
Yes, this is just high-proof rum. We denature it, we add some bitters to it so that people aren't drinking it. A little bit of glycerin as a moisturizer, a little bit of hydrogen peroxide, and then we have unscented available, but we've developed some fragrances, some coconut, like a coconut fragrance, a key lime pie fragrance, a vanilla bean fragrance, so they kind of go along with our rum flavors.
That's awesome. So normally when you're not making hand sanitizer, you're distilling rum and giving tours of the distillery, correct?
Yes, yeah. So this is where we do the tastings, and then we do tours of the distillery, and then people can buy the product directly from us.
Nice. Mind if we have a look?
Sure, let's do it. All right, so you can see right here we got a nice little keg fridge because we brew beer as well.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, we got a little brewery, but primarily distilling. So you can see here some barrels. And right over here is quite the little collection we have.
So what is this?
These are aged in small barrels. The first use was whiskey. Second use for these barrels, they put maple syrup in. And they made a whiskey flavored maple syrup.
Wow.
Third use, I buy the barrels and I put my rum in it. So Brad is one of my distillers here, and he's filling up these barrels. You can see they're in little bins. So unfortunately, the maple syrup dries out the staves, which are the wooden pieces that hold it together.
Right.
And in doing so, they can leak a little bit. Those barrels, until they swell, they're gonna leak out of from between the staves. So we don't make a giant mess. We stick them in these bins.
Oh wow.
If you guys want to have a look here, you can see that's the rum coming up through these little glass windows. Right here is a fermenter. So this is where the process starts. We put molasses in here, yeast, and water. And that molasses, or I'm sorry, the yeast, starts eating up all the sugar in the molasses. As that yeast is eating the sugar, the byproduct is spitting out ethanol. That's our alcohol. So after about 4 days, this yeast has eaten all the sugar it's going to eat, and we have ethanol here mixed in with everything else. So at this point, what we want to do is extract the ethanol, which is our rum, from the rest of the rest of what we call the wash.
Right.
So we transfer it in here. This is the pot still. So that ethanol boils, turns to steam, and gets forced up into the head of the kettle and out into the pipes. We then force it into the columns. Specifically on this distillation, we're only utilizing the middle column. And this helps us extract more ethanol. So as that hot steam rises,
right,
it hits coils that have cool water going through them. And that separates more and more ethanol away from everything else until we get to the final point there. That big silver bullet-looking thing is the condenser, which cools that hot steam into a nice cool fluid, and then it comes out into that silver box, which is called a spirit safe. And that's where we end up with our separated product.
So what are we looking at now?
This is our rum coming right off the still. So if you look down there, that's just high proof rum, very delicious, but it's pretty strong right now. So you would want to water it down a little bit.
Yeah.
That's what proofing is.
Okay.
So if this comes off, our barrel aged stuff, it's coming off at 75%. You're not going to want to drink it at 75%. That's 150 proof, right?
Oh,
so
wow.
yeah, that's just burns. But what we do is we distill it at a higher percentage. So we'll distill it up to 90% when we're making hand sanitizer. Because hand sanitizer needs to be at least 60% ethanol, the alcohol, in order to be effective as an antiviral and antibacterial. We need to distill it to a very high level. That's when we add the fragrance, the glycerin, the hydrogen peroxide and stuff. So you need to take it up to a high level so you can add everything else into it and still have it as a useful sanitizer.
Well, no tour is complete without a sample, right?
Absolutely. This bottle was full on our first day.
It happens. Thanks so much for having us out.
Cheers, guys.
Wait, that wasn't hand sanitizer, was it?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's damn good anyways.